Cinema, we're going to talk A Working Man. So, Sean, this
But
is you. This is you with the film that I think last week we referred to as a Jason Statham movie, and
you
you
know
don't
what to
expect this.
expect.
You don't expect the star rating to change from the first moment you've seen the poster. You go,
No,
yep, that's the kind of film it's going to be. So tell
it
us, is
it
that the
is.
kind of film it is?
It is the kind. Yeah, it's exactly the kind of film. So basically, this is General Statham fare. He's an ex Marine. Um, he's got a young daughter who lives with the granddad. His wife's died, so he's got a few issues and all that. Anyway, he's got a job. He's a foreman on a construction site. Um, he sort of looks after the there's a lot of Hispanic people that work for the firm, and he makes sure that if people come around threatening, he sort of sorts them out. Anyway, the family that employs him, his boss, and that they've got a young daughter, who's older teenage daughter who goes out to a party one night and gets kidnapped, and they sort of don't know what to do, the family, so they ask him to find her like he would, So anyway, and then you get into him. It finds out that there's Russian mafia involved. You know what I mean? But
Of
not Russian
course.
not the sort of top people of the Russian mafia, but the Russian mafia. And there's like some younger members that are doing stuff on the side, this
Yeah,
kidnapping,
yeah.
trafficking thing, which which the main old boy mobsters, in the classical sense, they're not particularly happy about that. Anyway, so old Jason goes and he kills one of the main sort of bosses, one of the main bosses, trying to find out this information. So now he's got the whole Russian cartels and bad guys, which your archetypical, Russians that speak with a,
Yeah.
and so anyway, they've got
Now,
this.
just one thing. Do you ever get the feeling that Jason Statham was possibly born in the wrong decade?
I think he probably was, I think he probably was. So, and in this, you've got, so he fights his way through stuff. He ends up trying to go undercover, pretending he's a dealer so he can find out a little bit more. He ends up going with this biker gang. Um, and so you basically get through all these different little scenarios where he ends up taking out 375 people, one hit. Um, so, so, so
Without
yeah,
breaking a sweat,
without
much
breaking a sweat,
without breaking a
exactly.
sweat, much less a bone.
And he does happen to get sort of captured. So there's a little scene where, but he manages to escape, bit John Wicky like,
What?
There you go. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it, would you? Really?
Yeah, you shock me.
So, you should believe it. So yeah, I mean, it is what you would expect from a standard Statham movie.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite as good as The Beekeeper, um, but it's better than The Mechanic. So um, yeah, but on the whole, this is so the one thing I remember I said to you last week. I got this a little bit confused with
With
Novocaine, where
Novocaine, yes, yeah.
it could have been done. So because I watched them in tandem, it could have been done so much easier. I've no idea why he went through half the Russian mafia and the bike gang to get to the couple that had done the kidnapping. Do you know what I mean? When
Yeah.
through all that stuff, he could have found the original two that had done the kidnapping, if you like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But he
it's
had
like,
to
it's
go.
like he went
Yeah, it
there,
was like a
killed 500 people, and it was his next door neighbor the whole time. We could just have
yeah,
asked them.
yeah. Putting it in a nutshell, it's that type of thing. It was just a stage for action, a bit of
Yeah,
blood. There were
yeah.
people trying to take
Although,
out
although,
knives and stuff.
Although, Sean, something you just said has made me think that somewhere you have a ranking of all of Jason Statham movies
I
on your
do, yes.
wall, and I would love to see it because when you said, "Oh, not as good as the Beacon, but definitely better than the Mechanic," I just want to
Yeah.
see Sean's chart of all Jason
Okay.
Statham
Well,
movies.
see if
And
you
like
can have a
rank.
quick guess what my top Statham film is, and I do really, really like this as a top film for me. Have a guess which one you think it is. I just really like it. It involves the Russian mafia and the Chinese mafia.
Oh, it's the one with the little girl.
Safe,
Safe, yeah,
safe,
safe.
yeah.
I can watch. I can't watch too many Statham films again. I
I'll
just
give you,
really
I'll
like
give you that. I'll give you that. Safe is a good film. Safe is a good
Safe.
film.
Yeah, I really sort of like that, and it's not too over the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like Oh yeah, I'm trying to think if there was the obligatory drone shot of the car. You know, I think there might have been once, but there's a few car chases with the spinning wheels and the smoke and the.
Okay,
You know,
okay, sure, sure. Did you ever see the Michael Bay movie Ambulance?
Ambulance. Oh, I'm not sure if I've seen that. I don't know. I'm not sure if I've seen that.
Okay, cool. I want you to see that, and I wanted to come back and see if your head explodes when it comes to talking about drone shots, because you've added drone shots in movies to like your irrational hatred list, along with Stanley Tucci. I keep forgetting. I know Stanley Tucci's at the top of it. I keep forgetting who else is. Oh, Michael Fassbender. Stanley Tucci, Michael Fassbender, and there's one other person whose face you just don't like.
I forget the guy's name, but he was in Everest and he played John Connor in one of the Terminators.
Jason Clarke.
Jason Clarke. Another Jason, yeah.
Jason Clarke. So it's Stanley Tucci, Michael Fassbender, Jason Clarke, drones. These are Sean's hit list. Sean's Hollywood hit list. All right, cool.
So yeah, for a star rating, I'm sure you can guess. This is probably 3 stars. Just standard Statham. You know, it wasn't. I didn't dislike it. It's just it is what it is.
Okay, cool. And now from